Former President Donald Trump was in court today for the closing arguments in his New York civil fraud trial. The case alleges the former president and his adult sons manipulated the value of his properties to win better financing terms. New York State Attorney General Letitia James is seeking $370 million in damages and is also looking to revoke his business license in the state. Trump has denied the allegations. On Wednesday, the judge said that the former president would not be allowed to speak during closing arguments, but Trump then did, in fact, address the court today before they broke for lunch. He spoke to the press as well as the court took a lunch break.
This was a political witch hunt for election interference, but also for getting somebody elected because you wanted to get the publicity. It's a disgrace, and they should pay me damages. That's the way it should be. They should be paying me damages. This is a disgraceful situation.
CBS News campaign reporter Katrina Kaufman joins us now from the courthouse. Katrina, so you told us you're there. You saw the president, in fact, speaking before the court after being told earlier that he wasn't going to be allowed to. What did he have to say?
So it was an interesting scene. Yesterday, Trump's team wouldn't agree to Judge Engoron's terms to let him talk. But after all the lawyers had finished their closing arguments, Christopher Keyes, Trump's attorney, asked if Trump could speak for 2 or 3 minutes. And the judge said that he would allow him to, but only if he could stick to the law and the facts. And he asked Trump if he could do that. And in response, Trump just began giving a speech. He said that he didn't think that this was about facts. He at one point called it a political witch hunt, and I think there was an audible sigh from the judge at that point. He said it was election interference, that he never had any problem before he ran for office. He's being run out of business in New York, and he really just took this moment to run with his words and take his chance to speak his mind in court, even though he really wasn't supposed to speak about these things.
So, Katrina, it was interesting hearing your transcript of what the president had to say before the judge, especially given the parameters that the judge tried to put around it, at point calling it a business death penalty, talking about the judge's legacy. How did the judge receive those remarks?
I mean, I feel like Judge Engoron always kind of receives these things with a little bit of comedy and a sigh. I'd say throughout the closing arguments, he just kind of looked on sort of expressionless. I think it's already been clear that he's not moved by a lot of these arguments. At the end of the testimony, Trump's team had tried to get a directed verdict, and Engoron denied it. I think it was about the 6th time he had done so. And he also just questioned the credibility of someone that Trump's team views as their star witness, this NYU professor, Eli Bartov. And also Christopher Keyes mentioned Bartov a number of times during his closing arguments today. And I was watching Trump, and each time Trump would sort of perk up because this guy just gave him the most compliments about his financial statements, their level of detail, how great they were. And Trump really views him as key to proving his case. But the judge does not seem convinced by this at all.
And the judge actually made a point about how much this expert in finances was paid by the Trump team, right?
Yep, I wrote an article about this at the time. He was paid almost $900,000, maybe even more by the end of the trial. So in the denial, Engoron actually said that this just shows if you pay someone $1 million, they'll say anything.
So it doesn't sound like these remarks, which were originally denied, but then proceeded anyway, necessarily helped him win over the judge who ultimately is going to make this decision. So what are the next steps in the hearing?
So the next steps are, after the lunch break, we'll hear the state's closing arguments. Right now, Trump has gone off to give a news conference, so I don't know that he'll be back for that. And then we're expecting a ruling in a few weeks. And I'll also just add that after Trump, gave his talk, the judge said to his lawyer, this could have really been done differently. You could have had more time if they had agreed to his terms. Yesterday, they could have really carved out a moment for Trump to speak, but I think Trump just kind of wanted to say whatever he wanted.
All right, Katrina Kaufman, thanks for bringing us the latest.
Thanks for having me.